It's time
to catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Alyssa is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater. She's been with her boyfriend for 5 years. His name is Hector, but now she thinks that something might be going on. So we'll see if we can help her out. Alyssa, sorry you're going through it, but what's up? Why do you think Hector might be cheating on you?
Well, last night his phone rang in the middle of the night a couple of times. He's also just been kind of working later than usual. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to wake him up, because of the phone thing. I didn't want to wake him up by checking it. But I was hoping that, when he saw these 2 missed calls late in the night, he might mention it the next day and kind of be like, oh, that was, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like maybe I'm overthinking things now, but just in the last month or so when I've tried to initiate getting intimate, he just says he's really tired and that he's really stressed out from work. And, and then the one time when we did kind of start to start things, he couldn't.
Okay.
Stuff wouldn't work.
Was he drinking or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He just said it's just stress.
Okay, well that's possible.
Yeah, I guess it's possible. But then I start to get in my head that maybe he's just not attracted to me anymore. Yeah. I could go off on a whole spiraling tangent about it, And then the other day, I borrowed his car to run an errand, and I opened up the trunk, and there was a woman's white top tucked in the corner of his trunk.
What? Oh.
And for me, that was like, okay.
Okay, you buried the lead on that one.
Yeah.
So you found a woman's top in the back of his car, in the trunk of his car.
Yeah.
Does he hang out with any other women other than you? Does he have friends, sisters, cousins, anything like that?
I mean, nobody who lives close by, nobody who we,
Did you confront him about it?
No.
Has his phone ever rang in the middle of the night before, for work-related purposes?
No, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, almost midnight? That's very bizarre.
Pretty sus.
Because he's not a doctor.
No.
Well, they get paged in the middle of the night. I'm trying to think
that you would know and you would hear multiple times versus
That's true.
It's
Is there anybody you suspect it could be?
I don't know. He's shy, so I this is the last thing that I would think he'd be capable of, but these are just a couple of 2 coincidental things that are just making me feel really weird.
Yeah. I mean, so he doesn't get calls on his phone late at night. Usually?
No, not usually.
And he probably doesn't have other women's clothes in his car usually either.
No, definitely not usually.
So, and then one last question kind of in that department. Have you guys had problems with stress and intimacy before?
I mean, we've gone through bouts of stress and, with family, with work, but it's never gotten to that point where it's just a complete shutdown.
Okay.
We've both been able to compartmentalize. If anything, it's helped.
We'll see if we can figure it out then. You already told us what grocery store he's a rewards member at, so we'll play a song, come back, and then pretend to be from the grocery store and say that he's this month's big winner of free flowers from our floral department, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your To Catch a Cheater next. Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, if you're just joining us, Alyssa is on the phone, and she thinks that her boyfriend of 5 years named Hector might be messing around. So in a minute, we're going to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that he's a rewards card member at and say that every month we choose one lucky rewards member who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. And we'll see if he sends those to his girlfriend, Alyssa, or to somebody else. And then we'll know if he's cheating or not. Alyssa, before we do that, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, well, Hector has been working very late lately, much later than usual. And then about a week ago, his phone rang in the middle of the night a couple times, and he was asleep, didn't want to make a thing of it, didn't want to wake him up by checking it. But then I was borrowing his car, and there was a woman's shirt in his car, in his trunk. And so, yeah, basically all of these things. Oh, and also just kind of some intimacy issues. He's kind of not wanting to be intimate lately, saying he's too stressed out. And so my mind is running the gamut of what all of this could mean. Is he cheating? Is he just not attracted to me anymore?
Right.
what the hell is going on.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, this is Corbel calling from. I was looking for our rewards card member named Hector.
Oh, yeah, this is he.
Hi, Hector. Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling to say thank you very much for shopping with us. You're this month's big winner. Congratulations.
Cool. So what do I win?
Oh, maybe you haven't seen the signs, but every single month we choose one lucky rewards card member that gets free flowers delivered from our floral department. You've actually won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy or chocolate, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want within the 50 United States of Americas.
Cool. Thank you.
It's just our little way of saying thank you for shopping with us.
Yeah. Thank you.
I can take the information down over the phone in just a matter of minutes. If you know who you want to send them to right now, I can do that now.
I know who could really use some flowers right now.
Okay, great. First thing I will need would be the first and last name of the person you'd like to send the flowers to.
Yeah, let's send them to a Gracie.
Gracie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Before I get the address of where you want them delivered, is there anything you'd like to put on a card to Gracie?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you put down, who knew you'd be the perfect fit? Thank you so much for going the extra mile. Hopefully I didn't stretch it out too much. And then throw on, like, I don't know, a winky face or something would be fun.
I can definitely not do that for you.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me?
Hector, this is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Yeah.
And we do a segment called To Catch a Cheater where we see if you're cheating by who your significant other sends flowers to. And that's your girlfriend, Alyssa, on the phone. Probably wondering what all that meant.
Hopefully I didn't stretch it out too much. What? Who the hell is Gracie?
No, I'm sorry.
What's going on?
I'm not cheating. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You just sent a massive display of roses to some named Gracie with some flirty, weird, sexual note. What do you mean? And then you're like surprised that I'm freaking out? Yeah, I'm freaking out. I feel like my heart's gonna explode.
Yeah, why is Gracie the perfect fit?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I completely understand. Wait, no, this makes sense. Just hear me out. I think you're the most beautiful woman on the planet. Okay, that's not the case here.
You're gonna need to tell me
totally
more because I'm spiraling.
I would be happy to. Gracie's a coworker of mine.
Why are you sending her flowers and why are you stretching her out? I'm sorry.
It's a good question, though. It's a great question.
I didn't mean it like
Two questions, I guess, but good questions.
No, I get this. This makes sense. Just hear me out on this, okay?
Yeah, make it make sense that you're sending roses to a coworker that I've never heard of before, and you're getting weird phone calls in the middle of the night, and suddenly you're staying out later, and you won't sleep with me, and then I find a woman's shirt in your trunk, but no, this all just makes sense. This all is just a part of your work, because...
Oh, you saw the shirt. Oh, gosh.
This is funny to you? Why wouldn't you tell me?
Yes.
If this is all some just innocent misunderstanding, why wouldn't you tell me? Because how do you think you would feel if the situation were reversed and then you find some men's pair of pants in my car?
No, I get the situation. God, if you hear me out for a second, I can make this all make sense.
Please, make it all make sense.
Okay. The other day, we had this big meeting with our clients that are in Japan. They're the ones who've been calling me. Japan is 17 hours ahead of us, and they always get the schedules mixed up between us. So it never quite lines up at a great time.
Okay, so those calls are from your clients in Japan.
Exactly, yes. They're a new project we just started with them. They've been calling, and our schedules are, quite frankly, egregious.
This is going to be the new code word for getting calls in the middle of the night from I'm sorry. This is an interesting coincidence. Okay.
So I'm in the meeting. I spill coffee all over my shirt. Gracie has an extra shirt in her car, and we're about the same size. So she very kindly let me borrow her shirt. But after I borrowed it, I took it home so that I could take it to the dry cleaner. And we are about the same size, but I am a little bigger. That's what I meant by stretching it out.
Oh, perfect fit.
Sure.
Perfect fit.
Stretching it out.
What? And then a winky face? That doesn't sound very innocent. if you've been throwing a winky face at the end of it.
I don't know. It seemed kind of funny to me.
I don't know why you didn't tell me. Like, just give me a heads up so I don't misconstrue these late night phone calls. Like, that's okay. Yeah, I know you work with people overseas, so that makes sense if people in Japan are calling you. But then, like, maybe silence your phone after work hours, or like, I don't know, just give me a heads up. Like the courtesy of.
Hector, why do you think you didn't share that pretty funny anecdote about wearing your coworker's shirt that day, like when you got home, to Alyssa? Like, I feel like that is something that you would share with your partner. Like, you're never going to believe this.
Honestly, because I was a little embarrassed. I'm supposed to have the shirt back to Gracie like I was the next day. It's been a week. I'm sorry. I'll admit I probably should have let you in on the fact that people be calling me late at night.
Are you ever going to get that poor girl her shirt back?
Do you believe him, Jubal?
Sounds legit to me. I mean, Alyssa, do you believe him?
I mean, he's dumb enough for this all to be true.
It's a pretty elaborate story just to make up.
Yeah.
True.
This is such a stupid Hector thing. Like, we've been together for 5 years, and this was very Hector of him. But please don't make me panic like this ever again. Just, like, let me in.
That's fair.
Let me in on the bit, okay?
I think
Hector?
that is more than fair. Of course. I'm so sorry for putting you in this position. You know, there's no way I'd cheat on you. I have no problem actually showing you my phone log for these calls, and you can talk to Gracie if you want. She'll back me up. I'm so sorry that you were ever in a position where you thought this could be the case.
Thank you, and maybe you can get me some flowers too.
Yeah.
Of course.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.